Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I'm going to be reading a charm reading, and also there's going to be some cards. We're going to be reading about a past life that you've had. So we're going to be asking 3 questions with the charms: what you learned, what relationships, if any, were substantial, and what you need for this life. And then we'll do 3 questions with cards. So let's get started. Shuffle there. I already shuffled prior, but we'll do another one. Okay, so I do feel that the life that you had in the past, there was some happiness. I feel that that was kind of like the main thing, because we have happiness right in the center of everything. I do feel that in your past life, you're a very strong person. I don't feel that you were in any substantial relationships. I don't think any of the charms for like spouses or children. I don't feel that we had any of that happening. I actually feel that in your past life, you were not always the most happy person. And I feel that it meant that a lot of people spent time walking away. I do feel, though, that as time went on throughout that life, that you became more excited. You had more fun in that life. I do feel that you spent more time dancing. I feel that one of the reasons why you're a romantic in this life is because of this life here. We have the word believe here, and then this one says she believed she could, so she did. And then this charm says perhaps love, but on my charm set, when it's upside down, it means that you got like the opposite of that. So we also have the grenade and we have the sword here. So I do feel that there were a lot of battles for you. I do feel in this life, specifically for this reading, that you identified as a female, as a woman. So then this says, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And then that had the sword on it and the word sweet next to it. So I feel that you wanted a relationship. You wanted to have, a relationship that went somewhere. But I feel like this being upside down for me is showing that things didn't really move where you wanted them to. I don't feel that you had the romance and everything that you were looking for in this life, but I do feel that you found a lot of strength, you found a lot of dancing, you found a lot of answers to the questions that your soul had. I believe that this was a difficult life. I feel that this was a life that you were a little bit lonely in. I feel that what you need to remember for this life from these charms is how strong you are, because I don't feel that that was just part of that lifetime. The reason I feel that way is because be with me like a handprint on my heart. I feel like that's like a DNA thing. That's like something that you carry with you as you move forward. So I do feel that for this life, you need to realize and remember your resilience, how strong you are, how you get things done. I feel like that is coming into this lifetime as well. So I feel that this past life is one where you had happiness, definitely. I don't feel that you had the romance that you were looking for in that life, but I feel that when you start remembering like how strong you are and how resilient you are, when you bring some of that in and remember who you are, that's going to have an impact on this current life. So I do feel that there are things that you can bring in from here that will help you with your current life. So let's go ahead and we'll do the card portion. So this one has 3 cards. This one is going to answer, were you married? Is there anything that you need to address, and what was it? That actually came up with these 2 cards, so we'll do that. And does this life affect me now? The one that we just did the reading for, not the one that you're currently living. So, were you married in this life? Yes, you were, and it was an easy life. There was some gossip around you, though. This is the reverse Three of Cups, so this is showing us some gossip. I don't really feel that you were able to, like I said in the charms, I feel like you were a little bit lonely when it came to relationships in that life. So, do you need to address anything from that life in this life? Came up with 2 cards. So, this is the reverse Three of Swords, which is interesting because it says setting things right and healthy connections. And then the reverse Knight of Wands. To me, this is about impulsiveness and thoughtless choices. So I feel that during that lifetime, this was the one thing that really kind of like stood out to me. And I feel like that is this energy where you weren't always the nicest to people. I feel like that actually really stood out. I don't feel like that's something that's happening in this lifetime, but I do feel that that's something that's like part of your DNA. So you really want to observe and make sure that you are being nice, that you're not, that you're kind of like working through some of the anger that you feel. I feel that you are carrying anger with you into different lifetimes. Does this affect you now? Yes, and it will cost you your free time. It's the upright Four of Pentacles, which is about being afraid to change. I do feel that there are things that are affecting you in this life, but I think it's really interesting. So when you're reading tarot, you want to look and see if Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and Cups, those are the 4 suits, which means you have one of every suit out on the board. So to me, that is about being well-rounded. It's about looking at each part of your life and seeing what you need to adjust, what you need to change. I do feel that this life is one that came through because it has a lot of impact for you. I do feel that if you can work on some of the change and dealing with some of this idea of your impulsiveness, I feel that impulsiveness is something that kind of followed you to this lifetime. And I feel that if you are able to work on it and kind of get a handle on some of that impulsiveness, it's really going to change things. And I feel like that's actually what you need to address from this past life, because I feel that impulsiveness is something that kind of followed you through to this life, so to speak, and that is something that you'll want to give attention to and focus on, because I feel that healing that is going to be really, really helpful to you. I feel that it's actually the thing that's almost holding you back from a lot of things that you want in your life. Because when you're making those impulsive choices, let's say you would have saved $100 and, done something great with it. And instead of saving that, you spent it on pillows. You're going to really have an experience where that impulsiveness is making life difficult for you. So I really feel that this is something that kind of followed through to this lifetime. And I feel that addressing that impulsiveness and even getting a counselor or a therapist who can help you with that impulsiveness is really going to be great for you. It is something that is going to completely change your life, because I feel that the impulsiveness is something that has kind of gotten you down or stopped you from doing what you're looking for in life. So let's just kind of review. We learned that in the past life that we kind of tapped into, you have more than one life. This is just what I feel that your guides really felt that some of the lessons you learned from that time frame could really benefit you right now. So you, I feel, are doing great. I feel that your DNA and who you are know what to do. So learn from yourself, step into exactly what your heart is telling you to do. And I feel that some of this DNA and this parts of you, that once you start remembering who you are and who you were in past lives, you're really going to see some amazing information come into you. All right. So thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. And I definitely look forward to reading for you again.